Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started now. First off, I want to thank everybody for your time here today and attending our webinar on JD Edwards Data Warehousing versus Live Data. For those of you who have attended other webinars we've done in the last couple of weeks, thanks again for coming back and attending our last one of the series today. So as previously, if you have any questions, feel free to go ahead and post those in the query window, the control window, and we'll come back and tackle questions at the end before we announce the winner of the $50 Amazon gift card. So let's go ahead and get started. The agenda for today, again, we'll start with just a brief background of myself. I'm actually Adam Krieger, the founder of Preferred Strategies. I'll be walking through today's presentation and then tackling again the questions at the end. After we go through the brief background, do a brief overview of Preferred Strategies, then we'll get to some of the details about data warehousing, kind of the purpose of the data warehouse, layers of business intelligence, and how that applies. We'll get into a live demonstration and show you, building a data warehouse for JD Edwards here in today's session. And then we'll get recap with some different details about the back end of the data warehouse and the structure and the modeling there. And then we'll open up for questions. So again, I came from a JD Edwards customer back in the mid-90s, was there for about 4 years in the finance department doing primarily JD Edwards implementations, but also focusing a lot of my time around getting information out of the JD Edwards ERP into the hands of users, and found at the time we had great success with Crystal Reports, and that's really what we started our company on, was helping JD Edwards customers learn how to use Crystal Reports with the JD Edwards ERP, and then over the years have branched into the full suite of business objects, BI, and into the Oracle realm as well, and is even into the data warehousing and data modeling elements too. So that's kind of what we're here today to discuss. I'm also the communications liaison for the Quest BI SIG, and if you're interested in learning more about that, the BI SIG, let me know, and I'll make sure we get an invite to you. So high level again, business intelligence, reporting, ad hoc, dashboards, data mining, Microsoft Office integration, data warehousing, and these are all different kind of elements that fall into analysis and business intelligence and reporting. They're kind of the primary elements. Really, the bottom right hand corner where it's in data warehouse, that's really a separate element. All the other pieces and capabilities that you're looking for are either going to be going against a data warehouse or not going into a data warehouse. So it's a little bit of a separate component here of the overall equation. But the goal really is to figure out, what capabilities are you seeking that you don't currently have against probably not just JD Edwards, but also non-JD Edwards data sources, and what's the best way to facilitate the your requirements and meet the end user's expectations. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Brief overview. Again, we have business intelligence content for JD Edwards, data models, templates, and samples for Crystal and business objects and BI Publisher. Semantic layer we talked about for business intelligence. That's kind of that layer, and we'll talk a little bit more about what the semantic layer does as we continue on today. And then the operational data store, data warehouse, is the primary elements of what we're going to cover today. But it's really the movement of data outside of your transactional system into another repository, and there's some different flavors, different ways you can structure that data that determine what type of format that might be kind of described as, whether that's an operational data store or data warehouse. We'll talk about that. Implementation program, we do installation and configuration of BI software for business objects in Oracle, on-site training, as well as knowledge transfer. We have a user group and a knowledge base on our website, and also do a lot of other BI consulting services, regardless of its reporting and report development on the BI side. On the data warehousing side, if it's custom ETL, those are all things that we can help with as well.